That's so loud. Aiden's character makes some weird inputs on the video game as he explains step by step how to perform a glitch. I stretched back in my chair looking at my monitor. After we all went home, Aiden went to go stream the game he likes to play. Currently, I'm just an anonymous viewer. Thank you so much for your donation, Sidekick 88. Yes, I will be attending ClanaCon tomorrow. I sit up straight. A donator asked him whether he was going to be at ClanaCon. It'll be my first time, but how bad can it be, right? He says with a nervous giggle. Oh yes, I'll be cosplaying with a friend of mine. People in the chat are asking him what character he's cosplaying. I can hear the hesitance in his voice to reveal who it is. Aiden seems to ignore the question and goes back to explaining the game. Nothing on his stream indicates people know what he looks like, so I guess he probably doesn't want anyone to recognize him at the con. His chat is still talking about the con and cosplays in general, trying to guess who he will cosplay. My friend is very talented. She does this for a living, Aiden boasts. That makes me smile a little. Now the chat is speculating whether or not Aiden is dating me. They request pictures of me too. The comments are kind of getting gross. Mods, can you make sure to ban the ones who make those sexist remarks? Aiden asks his moderators to control the chat. Chat, keep it clean, don't harass my friend. That's not right. I sigh deeply. People tend to froth at the mouth whenever a female cosplayer is brought up. It brings out the worst of people. Either they want to be completely creepy and make sexist comments, or they get super angry and call the cosplayer slurs. Sometimes you just can't win. I love doing what I do. I enjoy making clothes and replicating complicated costumes. I finally exit out of the stream and decide to call it a night. I have to get up early to prepare after all. So bright. Makeup, tools, and clothes are thrown about my tiny bathroom. It's 8 in the morning. I'm fully rested and full of energy to start dressing up. No, that's a complete lie. I couldn't sleep much at all last night. I kept thinking of the con, which is exciting, but then my thoughts kept looping back to Aiden. It bothers me that we've been close sexually, but not exactly intimately. It's me, isn't it? I'm the one holding him back, keeping him at a distance because of the catfishing thing. But is that really it? I'm just confused at this point. I try to keep myself busy as I slather myself in makeup and style my hair to match Neri's. I'm just about done dressing myself up when I hear the doorbell. Aiden is here. You fucking like him. Like, girl, get a grim. Seeing Aiden's silhouette cast on my back door, I hesitate just a second. I fluff out my outfit and make sure my hair is okay before I open it up. Welcome! I greet him joyfully, feeling my stomach swirl with excitement. Oh, wow, you're already in costume. Aiden looks completely caught off guard. It's like I've stepped into sub-legends. Well, my prince, it is your turn now, I say coyly. Right, prince. I'll be the second prince. Aiden chuckles shyly. Let's go to the bathroom and get your hair dyed. We step into the small and cluttered bathroom together. It's a little annoying having to maneuver around in my costume. The layers of fabric aren't exactly made for freedom of movement, but I manage. Sorry, I'm trying to think if it's not Avatar. And what is it? Didn't think you'd be already finished, says Aiden, his eyes scanning me thoughtfully. I have to be. The con is in 2 hours. I was up pretty early, I explain. You really look like Neri. Looks great. He compliments me with a smile. Thanks. Now to make you look like Ruko. Aiden nervously runs his fingers through his hair, seemingly sentimental about it. It's temporary dye, right? Don't worry, it'll wash out after a few times. I take the box of red dye from the shelf and open it up. I prepare the bottle and turn to look at Aiden. I suggest you take off your shirt. Don't want to stain it. Gonna make a joke here about asking me to take off my clothes again, but your eyes are looking at me saying I should probably not. My eyes had indeed been narrowed, anticipating another joke. He holds up his hands before taking off his jacket and shirt without any further comment. There's an air of confidence that wasn't there before, like he's gotten used to showing off his body to me now. I'll do anything you tell me to today, he says as he sits down on the edge of the bathtub. You're in charge. I don't want to mess up the costume you made. Really? Would you let me wax your legs? Aiden's eyes widen and he quickly looks down, then back up. Do I have to? I nod my head. Oh yeah, smooth skin like a baby's bottom. He shakingly holds up a finger. Can I shave instead? No waxing? I don't do well with pain. I cross my arms in front of him and then laugh. Don't worry, I won't make you shave. I've already cut your hair and that was enough. Aiden breathes out a sigh of relief. Alright, then let's do this. Turn me red. I give him a sly smile and lean closer to him, strategically placing my hand on his shoulder and hovering my lips near his ear. I think it's quite easy to turn you red, but I don't think that's what you had in mind. And just on cue, Aiden clamps his mouth shut and his cheeks start to redden, his eyes turning away from me. I giggle at his adorable reaction, then grab a towel and throw it around his shoulders. Here, hold it so it doesn't fall off, I tell him. Then I grab the bottle of dye and shake it hard for a minute, or until I'm too tired to continue. I pull on some plastic gloves and squirt some dye into my hand. Whoa, that's pink, Aiden notices. That's right, red dye looks pink, I tell him. Don't worry, it's red. If you say so. He doesn't sound very convinced. I section away some hair and start massaging the dye at his roots, working it into his hair. That's kind of cold and ticklish, he says, slightly on edge. You know, you should be doing a... You should have done a test patch. To make sure he's not friggin' allergic to it. You should try bleach. It can feel like your scalp is on fire. It depends what kind of bleach you get. No thank you. I don't want to burn off my hair. I've seen a few mishaps with bleach before, with girls who think they can do it themselves. They end up with their hair falling out because they did a bad job. Yeah, because they left it on for too long, or their hair is... I hate all these, like, bleach horror stories that people act like they happen all the time. I've been, like, such a noob with my hair in the past, but I've bleached my hair and it was fine. It went, like, blonde. Blondie ginger, almost. And only if your hair is, like, really damaged because you're bleaching it, like, all the time, or if you leave it on way too fucking long, you're gonna have issues. And if you get, like, like, the wrong type of bleach, stuff like that, you just need to do, like, a tiny bit of research and it'll probably be fine. I shake my head with a sigh. Lots of cosplayers have had to learn that the hard way. Aiden grimaces. I'd like to keep my hair. Why? Afraid you don't look good bald? I joke as I rub the dye around. Nothing, I just like it. I like your new cut, I say, smiling. It's nice to see your face. Aiden says nothing, opting to stare at his the hands in his lap as I stand in front of him, dyeing his hair. Lots of people are going to see my face today, he finally says. And you'll blend right in, trust me. What if they complain I don't look like Ruko? What if they tell me my scar is on the wrong side of my face? I laugh, stopping for a second to look at him. Wrong side of your face? What? Why would they say that? I don't know. I've seen that meme where the actor of a character went to go cosplay that character on his own time, and they said he was too short and his hair was too neat. How can the actual actor not look like the character they're cosplaying? Oh, come on. Nothing that drastic is going to happen, I say, still smiling. They're going to love it. You'll get asked to take pictures with someone. People wanting pictures of me? Now that's something that's never happened before. I stop massaging in the dye, my hands hovering over his head. But I did, I say softly. With that, Aiden remains quiet too, knowing all too well that the pictures he sent me weren't of himself. He balls his hands into fists and looks me in the eye. I promise I'll send pictures of myself, he bursts out. I tilt my head at him, taking a small step back. Of you, right? Not of your cousin? I say, half joking. I will mail you a poster of my face. Please don't mail me a poster of your face. Okay, maybe print out a sheet of paper. He grins at me and I grin back at him. What about the two of us? I suggest as I get back to dyeing his hair. What do you mean? A selfie of us. Because we don't have one. I've got lewd pictures of Aiden, and while I would also like a normal selfie of him, I would really like one with the both of us in it. Well, we're going to the con, we can get pictures together there, right? As much as I love taking cosplay pictures, I want to look like myself, you know? He says, thinking it over. I finally stand back and clap my gloved hands together. Done! The dye still has to work, so we end up doing some more prep work as Aiden waits for the dye to settle. I rinse his hair out under the bathroom sink and then style it into model. Oh, you didn't. You didn't do his eyebrows. I look back at him and can't help but smile. He really resembles Ruko now. Well, how's it look? Red? He asks. Very red, I giggle. You look like Ruko. Aiden admires himself in the mirror, looking at his newly dyed hair. Looks kind of cool, to be honest, he admits. All right, let's get you dressed in the clothes, I say excitedly. We both move towards my workroom. I'm excited. I dress Aiden in his costume, draping the fabric around him. The detail in the shirt ended up looking so nice. Stepping back, I admire my handiwork. Wow, he looks cute. No, I think he was blinking. Wow, Aiden breathes out, looking at the mirror in the room. This looks really good, like I stepped out of a real drama. Good, I worked hard on it, I boast. I stand next to him and lean my head against his shoulder. We now look like Neri and Ruko from Sub-Legends, a woman who was feared for her icy personality and a second prince who was forgotten by everyone. There's a contest at the con, I tell him. People will vote for the best costume. Then you definitely win, he says, his voice deadpan. Just look at the detail. It's crazy. Why would his voice be deadpan when he says that? You have no idea how competitive it gets, I say, shaking my head. There's the people's vote and the judges' vote. 3 guesses who people tend to vote for. Half-naked ladies. You got that right. So we might have a chance with the judges, he says, hopeful. That's what I'm counting on. Then I look at the time, and it's already 9:30. The con starts at 10. We don't have to be there on time exactly, since we get to use the cosplayer's entrance, but I don't want to be too late either. Come on, we have to leave now, meet up with the rest. We start packing up our stuff, and I double-check to make sure everything is secured. I also take a bag with our normal clothes in it, just to be sure. Then it's time to head to the con. Yo, shut up. It's bustling with activity. Colourfully clothed people walk about the giant hall. The most bizarre costumes dance in front of my eyes. In fact, I think I see someone cosplaying a horse. At the front, a bunch of people are taking pictures, striking dramatic poses. A ton of regular clothed people are walking around carrying goodie bags, storing their stash. But I feel right at home, smiling and taking it all in. We enter through the cosplayer entrance, which is separate from the regular entrance. They check you for any items that are against the rules of the con, such as actual weapons like swords and the like. I also got the stuff in our bag into a locker, so we're free to roam around in our outfits. It's so crowded, and there's so many cosplayers, Aiden gapes. Make sure to use some deodorant. You're gonna start smelling wearing that after a while, I tell him. I brought some with me. Oh my god, it's Neri! Someone shrieks loudly. Suddenly 2 girls come running up to me, squealing at seeing my costume. Oh, and Ruko! The other girl says, pointing at Aiden. You look awesome! I love this outfit of hers, the taller one gushes. Thanks so much, this is my favourite outfit of Neri's, I say, smiling. Can we take a picture? I look at Aiden and motion him to stand next to me. I've already made it clear people will ask to take pictures, sometimes pose with them too. Of course! I turn my body towards Aiden while looking at the camera. I give them my fiercest resting bitch look. Both girls snap pictures of us, giggling. They thank us and walk away. Aiden breathes out a sigh of relief. This feels weird, he admits. They didn't say anything about my vitiligo or even stare at it. Are you used to people doing that? It's pretty much the first thing people do when they meet me, he explains. So this is quite different, he says with a slight smile. Yeah, it totally works as Ruko's scar. No one is going to find it odd. I can actually blend in, haha, he chuckles. A lot of people find they can finally be themselves at con. I know, people tend to accept anything here. Definitely a first for me. Well, I'm glad you're starting to see the good side, I say, grinning. But let's go find the others. We venture further into the con and spot various other cosplayers and the like. It's a little hard finding the rest of the gang, since it's so crowded, but we did decide to meet up near the entrance. We get asked to take pictures again a couple of times. There they are, Aiden calls out, spotting them in the distance. Finna, Mero, and Lexi are looking around the various cosplayers and booths. Oh wow, is that really you, Vanan? Asks Finna, flabbergasted. You two look amazing! I can't recognize you at all, Mero gasped. That's the point, though, thank you, I say, smiling and doing a twirl so they can get a good look at my outfit. Did you go to any booths yet? Asks Mero. No, we've only had our pictures taken so far, Aiden replies. It's a weird feeling. Finna takes out his phone and takes a picture at that exact moment. Hell yeah, people would. You two look awesome. He then hooks his arm around my neck and turns the camera towards us, snapping a selfie. Wait, let me join, Lexi calls out. Mero also joins us, and suddenly we're taking group pictures together. It's quite a lot of fun to have everyone together like this. Our impromptu photo session suddenly has more people joining in. A guy cosplaying the first prince in Sub Legends joins us and strikes a pose with Aiden, who goes along with it. More and more people join, and we've almost got the entire cast of Sub Legends together. There's even a couple of Neri cosplayers. Aiden is the only one doing the second prince, Ruko. I feel like I've stepped right into the show, says Aiden, surrounded by other cosplayers. Sub Legends is a pretty popular anime after all, I say, laughing at how it ended up turning out. I cannot think about what anime this is. Let me... Sub Legends. Literally the only ones I can think of is... No, okay, I get Guts from Berserk has a scar on his... Yeah, he has scars, but not like a burn. The guy from My Hero Academia, yeah, he has something. Yeah, someone from One Piece does. Yeah, Bleach, sure, why not? Yeah, I mean, it's not really... Maybe this really is just a made-up one, not something from anything else. Or it's really obscure. I mean, the reason I thought it was Avatar is because Zuko, he has... Maybe they're just mixing things together? I'm not sure. He leans closer to me to tell me something. You smell that too? Welcome to Clanacon, I say, giving him a sympathetic smile. Where there's good things and some smelly bad things. Maybe we should start handing out deodorant for free, he suggests with a chuckle. I giggle back in return. Not a bad idea. Eventually, after enough pictures have been taken, the crowd disperses and we're free to move around again. Sinner is the first to complain. My god, some people smell like shit. That's not very nice to say, Mero chastises him. It's like this every year, coming to the zoo and finding out it smells, Lexi adds. Are we animals? Sinner scoffs. Yes, Mero answers sincerely. No, we're not. We've got manners and hygiene. Speak for yourself, Lexi huffs. Some of the outfits were really cool, though. Did you see that Mist cosplay with that huge sword? Aiden chimes in, changing the subject. Yes, I say excitedly. You can tell it was made from foam, but it looked so good. It was taller than me. I'm surprised I let it go through security, he says. It's probably because it doesn't look sharp. Plus, it's super lightweight, I explain. Let's go check out the booths. I want to score some goodies, Lexi says cheerfully. Is Mist guts? No. They would have just made him like Gats or something. But he has a big sword. Oh, Cloud. Mist, Cloud. Okay, I get it. Cloud from Final Fantasy VII. Eventually, we move towards the booths hosted by various artists selling their goods, from posters to keychains to plushies, even jewelry. And of course, body-sized pillows with scantily clad girls on them. Aiden and I are checking out a vendor selling some cool wares that were handcrafted to resemble items from the game Breath of the Link. Yep. I hold up a tiny glass blue potion. It's attached to a metal ring so you can use it as a keychain. This is so cute, I say, smiling. The potion has actual liquid inside. It's swirling with glitter and blue paint. The stamina potion looks good too, he says, picking it up and showing the difference between the two. It's 15 euros per potion, says the vendor, smiling at us. I dangle it in front of Aiden. Let's get matching pairs? He cracks a smile at me and nods. He buys the stamina potion and I get the mana one. I stuff it inside my goodie bag and so does Aiden. Cinna keeps buying everything he thinks looks cool, and soon enough he's having Mero hold his bags for him. I didn't sign up for this, Mero complains, carrying 2 bags full of anime goods. Sure you did, when you decided to come to the con with me, Cinna replies nonchalantly. Oh look, shiny crystals. You don't need crystals, but it's shiny. Shiny things are like drugs to him. Let the man have it, Lexi says with a loud sigh. I hold back my laughter as I see the chaos unfold in front of me. It's nice to have them around in person. They act exactly the same way as they do online. Hold up, everyone. I need to go to the bathroom, I say after we've been walking around for a while. Same here, Lexi agrees. Guys decide to wait outside as Lexi and I go to the women's bathroom. I smooth out the fabric of my dress, making sure everything is back in its place. Don't want to embarrass myself and have my skirt stuck at the back or something. Lexi still hasn't finished, so I wait at the exit for her. I see a group of people talking about Arena and sharing their online nicknames. They have a bunch of Arena goodies with them too. Looks like fun. Then, 2 guys approach me. Hey, you're Neri, right? The redhead asks. I nod. Yep, I'm wearing her formal outfit. The guy takes out his phone and raises his arm up in the air. He then moves in front of me and takes a quick picture of the 2 of us. He didn't even ask for permission. It looks like the other guy is about to do the same thing. Hey, can you ask first before taking a picture of me? I call out to them. The other guy awkwardly rubs the back of his neck. Right, sorry. Can I take a picture? Nah, man, it's cool. They're cosplayers. Of course you can take pictures of them, says the redhead. We'd really like it if you asked, though, I say sternly. But you're cosplaying. You want others to look at you. Why are you complaining? Huffs the redhead. Alright, I'm done taking pictures now, I say, grinding my teeth. No, one more, says the redhead. No, I'm done, I stress. Come on, let's just go. There's more cosplayers, says the other one awkwardly. Oh god, what are you doing here, weirdo? You're such a freak. Well, isn't this a coincidence? Another person joins the conversation, and it's none other than Greg. His presence makes my already agitated mood flare up even more. Almost didn't recognize you. You've caked on so much makeup. I don't want to make a scene here. I just want to find my friends and have fun. Greg can go fuck himself, but I'm trying to remain civil. And of course, you're begging people to take pictures of you, he scoffs. I know, right? Cosplayers always want attention, the redhead agrees. Great, two assholes teaming up together. You're such a whore. You really can't live without grabbing the attention of men, huh? And you really can't move past the fact that I refuse to give you my attention, right? I fire back. Immediately, he scowls at me. Fuck you. I don't want your used scraps anyway. I try to turn away from them, ready to flee the scene, but Greg and the redhead step in front of me. You think you can just ignore us? He growls. You think you're something special? Get off your fucking high horse. Yeah, come on, you're not any better than us. The redhead snickers, creeping closer to me. No, get the hell away from me. I bark at them. My lady, a voice shouts. All of a sudden, Aiden comes crashing in and wedges himself between me and the other guys. His back is turned to me as he faces the creeps. Begone, you foul peasants, he yells. He flings his robe around to hit them in their faces, momentarily confusing them. He grabs my hand and looks at me, his eyes wide in fear. Run! He doesn't give me any time to think or say something before he pulls me away from the others and we're both running down the hall. I guess he was like in character. We're zooming past various people and cosplayers until we catch up to the rest. Mero, Sinner, and Lexi are waiting near a booth. Why are you running? Are you late for something? Asks Mero, confused. I've taken a deep breath and steel myself. Nothing, just... Valkii was getting harassed, Aiden explains. 3 guys weren't leaving her alone. Wait, what? I didn't realize and I left you alone, Lexi cries. I thought you'd gone ahead already and I went up to meet with the others. I scratched the back of my head. Yeah, I ran into that guy, Greg on Bush. That was not fun. Sinner straightens his back and puffs out his chest. You need me to beat someone up? I will bury him into the ground, he threatens. No, it's okay. Aiden helped me, I say, giving him a grateful smile. More like kidnapped you, he says awkwardly. I know various martial arts. I will kick his ass. Just point him out to me. Sinner refuses to budge on the issue. We can report him, Lexi suggests. They'll kick him out of the con. With what proof? I ask, knowing full well that most people aren't going to believe my side of things anyway. I'm the proof, Aiden answers. I mean, I'm a witness. Yes, let's go, Valkii, says Lexi. I give up on arguing and we all go to the help desk at the front to report him. Honestly, I just want a couple of minutes to myself to recuperate. It felt very intimidating to be left alone with 3 guys who would definitely have done something had someone else not intervened. I hate how it made me feel so powerless. Sinner, Mero, and Lexi browse around the booths again when a manager questions Aiden and I about the incident. They ask me to describe Greg and say they'll be on the lookout for him. Whether they'll find him, I don't know. Are you okay? Aiden asks me once we're done. A little shaken up. Thanks for helping out. I'm amazed I did anything at all. That was super scary. I was so afraid. Even though I was the one being harassed? I say, raising my eyebrows. I'm not trying to say I had it worse. I'm just very conflict avoidant, so my heart was beating out of my chest when I jumped in. I flash him a smile. Well, thanks for overcoming your fears and helping me out. Anytime, he says, smiling back. But what was with that lady part, though? I ask, giggling. My brain flatlined and I just started to roleplay Ruko. When did Ruko ever speak like that? I don't know, I just wanted to help, he cries softly. And just like that, I lean forward and wrap my arms around Aiden's body. He freezes up, standing rigid in place, surprised at my action. Yeah, I know. I appreciate it, I say, murmuring into his chest. I feel myself getting more at ease while holding him. Aiden relaxes and wraps his arms around me too. He doesn't say anything else anymore, which is nice. It's comforting to have him here with me. Then a couple of girlish squeals can be heard behind us. Look, Neri and Ruko are hugging, they shout. Aiden pulls back, his face flushed red, avoiding looking at me or the other girls. I ship them so much, says one girl. I hope they get together in the 2nd season, says the other. Do you mean the 3rd season? They both walk away without bothering us. It feels almost like a relief to not have a picture taken of us. Shouldn't we be going to that contest thingy? Says Aiden, trying to control his embarrassment. It starts in an hour, so we still got some time to walk around. Let's group up with the others again. Aiden nods and we head off to the artist booths. I will see you in the next one.